Good morning. Welcome to TryHard Reading Corner 14. I don't know if I'm doing this right. 14. It is a weird morning because I just remembered I live in Nebraska. And in Nebraska, the weather just can't make up its mind. Like how do I go from having a sunburn to like digging up my sweaters within like 48 hours? There's snow on the ground. It's not much, but snow. That's kind of crazy. I think it is. I hope everybody's doing well. It's been crazy good. Feel like I'm starting to get the hang of the online stuff, but I'm not getting the hang of like the stir crazy stuff. I do think it's important to, work out, stay busy, find a hobby. But I feel like I've done all the things, but I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep looking for things I can do. I might just go and buy a plant. Maybe I need a plant, something to stare at and take care of. But I hope you're doing well. I thought I'd crack open that question book again. I always seem to find weird stories or things to tell you when I do it. And then we're going to read a book today because it's TryHard Reading Corner. What's the best costume you've ever worn? Ooh, that's a good one. Best costume I've ever worn. I am very proud of my Julius Caesar costume that I wear to school a lot because I did that one all by my lonesome self, and it wasn't really hard because all you need to do is buy some sheets. So that one's fun, and it's historically accurate, so I like that. And then, one time for homecoming, we were allowed to dress up. It was like character day for like homecoming week in high school. And so my friend and I, at the time, all Angry Birds was all the rage. And so we dressed up like Angry Birds. I was the red bird and she was the green pig. And like most of the mornings people like sit by their lockers and they're like eating their breakfast or like barely awake or like messing around with their phone or talking to people like normal people. And we spent like the first 20 minutes of school just chasing each other because we were Angry Birds. And honestly, that was a big workout day for me, but it was funny. And like, it wasn't just like I was like dressed in red. Like I had a full body, like I was a bird. It was hard for me to sit at desks during the day, but like, it was so worth it. But yeah, I was an Angry Bird once. That one was fun. I think the sheer wow factor of it, I was like, yeah, that tops it. That's pretty cool. If you could ask one person, alive or dead, only one question, what would you ask? Ooh. Well, first off, person would be Jesus for sure. And the question would be how I'm doing. How's it going? What do I need to do? What do I need to work on? Random thought. I always stare outside and look at squirrels because, that's a hobby of mine. And they have just become, their numbers are increasing. I don't know if you're aware of this, but they are. And I was looking out, there's some squirrels playing, whatever. And then I see this like groundhog, like this tiny groundhog thing. And I was just like, what is that? Because he looks like a squirrel and he's like jumping around like a squirrel, whatever. Then I realized this squirrel doesn't have a tail. His tail got ripped off or something. I don't know if he got in a squirrel fight. I told you there's like little squirrel gangs in our neighborhood. So that squirrel has seen some things, but for the longest time, I literally spent a good 5 minutes just like, what are you? What are you? So that was entertaining. Oh my word. I have not been doing my art very well. There's my flower art from the last episode. I completely forgot to tell you about it. And now I am going to crazy quick add more art because that's what we do here. I've now successfully added art. It's a little guy. It's little sunflowers again with a little Jesus saying he refreshes my soul, which I need some refreshing, so I thought that would be good. But yeah, I have been a little late with the artwork, so I apologize for that. One more question, why not? What is your favorite restaurant? I'm going to say it right now, depends on my mood because I love all the food and I will not discriminate against any food. Laszlo's is amazing. Thoroughly enjoyed that. One time I went to DC and they had this like grilled cheese restaurant. They only serve grilled cheese. And I had a grilled cheese that was like a jalapeno popper grilled cheese. And like there are days where like I'm just sitting looking out a window and I'm like, remember that sandwich you ate? That was a good sandwich. So that, I don't know, I like that grilled cheese place. And then Chances Are in York. Have you ever been there? They have like this amazing brunch buffet on Sundays. And like if we were good, I remember when we lived there, like if we were good, we would get to go and I would just eat mountains of mashed potatoes until my mom would like cut me off. I love it. It was so good. I need to go there. I mean, I can't right now, but I need to put that on my list of like things to do or go see after quarantine, and Chances Are it's going to be on there. That is a great place. And like they serve their butter really fancy, and it would be like in these like little like circular mounds. And as a kid, I thought that like when you sat down at the table in Chances Are, they gave you like a bowl of ice cream. My mom had to like stop me like 3 or 4 times being like, remember, it's butter. And I was like, it still tastes good. That place is great. Right now in this moment, that's what I'm really craving. Like some like home style, your grandma's cooking, a buffet. I just want all the choices. That would be amazing. Okay, today we're stealing from Miss Johnson's childhood stash. It's Where the Wild Things Are. Kind of a child classic. I'm gonna scoot up so you can see. Kind of a child classic. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot what happens in this book, but as a kid, the monsters like really scared me. Like, look at this guy. He's like a bull meets a monster, but he has human feet. Like, what is going on? And so, I don't know if I really liked reading this book. I can't remember, so we're just gonna have to like try it out and see. But I do remember I did not like the monsters. I did not like the monsters. So we'll see how this goes. Where the Wild Things Are. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. Look at Max going to work. And another, oh, he's attacking the dog. His mom called him Wild Thing, and Max said, I'll eat you up. So he was sent to his bed without eating anything. Never threaten to eat your mother. That's a good lesson. Not one I thought I had to teach, but important to know. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. Look at the trees. What? And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. This is crazy. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. Now he got his own ship. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. Ooh, look at that dragon. Sea serpent? It's not a dragon. I don't know. These monsters confuse me because they have like human hair. I don't know. Oh, here's where it gets weird. And we came to a place where the wild things are. They roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Look at it though. Their hair is like glorious. And this guy got a beard and she got like these Goldilocks things going on. Like, who is their hairdresser? Till Max said, be still, and tamed them with a magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. So a staring contest. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Look at that dude go. And made him king of all the wild things And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Look at his crown. He is feeling high and mighty. Ooh, look at them rumpusing. What is a rumpus? Is that just like a monster? Is that like a party? Like a monster party? I need my dictionary. Oh, look, they're climbing trees. Got to get their workout in. Got to exercise. Okay, now they're just marching. This one doesn't have too many words. I can keep up. Now stop, said Max, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said no. The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth. They rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room where he found his supper waiting for him. Oh, what a good mama. Look, she left it on his table. What a nice mama, even when he was being naughty. And it was still hot. Oh, that's it? And it was still hot. Did you like this book when you were a kid? I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't, or maybe I just didn't experience that normal childhood experience of like, man, I wish I could move and live with monsters. I was that kid trying to avoid the monsters. Is anyone else with me? I don't want the monsters. I don't know. I was an odd child too, so that might be a thing. But, okay, this is cute. Makes him love his mother. That I am always down for that. You gotta show love to your mama. She does everything for you, right? But yeah, that's kind of a weird one. So, I hope you were entertained in some way. I hope you've been getting your stuff done. I miss you. I love you. I'm proud of you. I miss you. But we're all doing the best we can. And as long as we're trying to help each other, be kind to one another, reach out, that's all we can do, right? And if you're ever stressed, just take it to prayer. That's what I do. It always helps. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. I love ya. See ya.